welcome to My The Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right. Let's get into our juicy thread for today. And that is, what's the one thing you never told your ex? Ooh, this one is going to be good. All right. I know she faked an emergency phone call and left my apartment in a hurry one night because she had sharded herself. Unbeknownst to her, there was some trace evidence left where she was sitting on the couch. I cleaned the spot, flipped the cushion, and I never let on that I knew what really happened. And now you fucking blasting it on a podcast. God damn, man. What did she do to you? He was just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm a put this on the internet. I'm going to tell everybody that fucking whore. She sharded herself and said she had an emergency. That old boo-boo covered bitch. Oh my God, bro. Sometimes I be thinking about that. Sometimes I'm like, yo, you guys be putting some heinous shit on the internet. Like, oh my God. Oh, shit. The heartfelt letter she wrote to her dying best friend was returned because she put the wrong address. He passed away while the letter was en route back to her. I threw it in the trash. Oh, just so that way, you know, she thinks that he got it, when in reality, he didn't get it. He passed away and they sent it back. Oh, damn. Yo, hey, rest in peace to homeboy. Dang, that's tough. That her passion and goals for her writing career did not match her talent and dedication in actually trying to achieve them. Yo, nigga say you're trash. She was like, yo, I have so much passion and drive to, you know, have a writing career. And he's just like, what, babe, for real? Oh man, let me check it out. Oh wow. Well, it's unique, definitely. He read that shit and was just like, bruh. Like, you're trash. I wonder how many people actually told her she's trash. You know what I mean? or did they actually just be like, oh my God, it's quite unique and it's different, you know, but in their head they're just like, bruh, God damn, she sucks. Oh man, that sucks. Hey, you know, hopefully she found her audience. You know, I always feel like there's an audience for everything, if I'm being honest with you, and you just gotta find those little niche people that, you know, likes the same shit that you do, if I'm being honest with you. So hopefully, you never know, either that or it's just bad and it won't make it. All right, just because you know interesting people, that doesn't make you interesting. Yo, that's kind of fucked up. Oh, he was just like, bitch, just because you know interesting people doesn't make you any more interesting. You're still boring as fuck. Damn. That it isn't normal for him, 18, and his sister, 23, to shower together on a regular basis. And no, it was not to preserve water because they were loaded. Yo. Come on, man. Like, what the fuck? It like, come on, man. All right, man. We gonna move on from now and that. Yeah, bro. Okay. All right. I wish I had told her how messed up her family dynamic was, how oppressed she was from that. I wish I had told her that life was more than academia and titles and that I could have been more. But I was always going to be an outlier in her family's eyes. Dang, that sucks. You know, her parents and her family were just like, yo, nigga, you need to be a doctor. You need to be a lawyer. You need to make something of yourself. If not, then get the fuck out of here and stop wasting my daughter's time. It's pretty much what they were saying to that dude. They were like, yo, bro, you is out here wasting my daughter's time. So either become something or get the fuck out of here. It's pretty much what they were saying, man. Hey. She had a lovebird. It managed to get out of the door. We spent weeks walking the neighborhood, putting up posters and scouring lost and found ads. Unfortunately, within a few hours of the first round of lost posters being distributed, I get a call on her phone. She was in the shower from a woman who witnessed poor lovebird being predicated by crows. I went out to buy cigarettes, but actually I went to the area where this was observed. I found a lot of blue feathers. She was already heartbroken at the loss. I felt this news this soon into the search would have crushed her. Oh, the crows fucking ate her lovebird. Oh, and at least, hey, that's something I would definitely lie about, just because it's like, I don't want to hurt you. You know, I'm going to tell you maybe a little later on and just be like, we couldn't have known. And, you know, it was such a long time. Because I can guarantee that bird flew out and was just like, I am free as a bird now. And then I know that crow was just like, smack. You know, and this crow homies just came and beat the shit out of him and just ate him. Like, damn. Nature, you scary. You and your mom have a weird ass relationship, and if it came out you guys were fucking, it wouldn't surprise me. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I think this was a situation where they just didn't like how close they were to their mom. Like, to me, that's a deal breaker, bro. Like, if I can't hang out with my mom and kick it with her and stuff like that, and you have a problem with that, like, a piece of chicken grease, bro. Like, goodbye. You can go on somewhere. And then you want to say some old dumb shit like, oh, if you were fucking your mama, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, who the fuck says some shit like that? You know what I mean? Like, what's so wrong with being close to one of your parent or being close to your parents? Like, what's so wrong about that? You know, like, what the fuck? That's crazy. That I knew that last time she tried to talk me into having sex, she was trying to pin her pregnancy from her trip to Florida on me. Yo. Oh, bro, sadly.
She belongs to the streets.
Damn. She was trying to say that, oh, you remember that time that we had sex? I probably got pregnant from that time, when in reality she went to Florida. She probably went to Miami. Let's keep it hundo P here. She went to Miami and was just fucking. And then she got pregnant and wanted to sit up here and lie to this man. Talking about, no, the baby's yours, remember? You know, we did it and whatnot.
Stop the cap.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's crazy. He made me really uncomfortable with how often he accidentally shit himself. Accidents are accidents, but there's a point where it's no longer an accident.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
This nigga was dookying himself that often to the point where you had to break up with him? Like, yo. She said this man pooped on himself so much that I had to break up with him. I had to go. Like,
what did he say?
like, bro, this man, like, that is wild to me, bro. Dookied on himself that much to the point where she had to break up with this man. That is crazy talk. That is probably the wildest thing I had ever heard. What the fuck? That I know damn well she cheated on me. I never told her because it would have benefited no one. As a result, we had an amicable divorce. Yeah, I mean, hey, it happens. It fucking happens. But at least he didn't air it out, air out the dirty laundry and make it into a bigger scene. He didn't really need to do all that. So it sounds harsh, but I would have loved to have talked with my ex about how neither of us really loved the other, but we're both in love with the idea of each other, and that really fucked our relationship up from day one. And honestly, I should have never tried to rely on her to fix my own pre-existing issues. I'm genuinely sorry I put her through that. Well, at least you realized it and you moved on. I think that was very healthy of him. He realized, hey, you know what? This ain't really working out. So you know what? I need to change some shit. And I am realizing that I couldn't rely on her to fix, my issues. So, hey, good on you, brother. Good on you. That I accidentally dropped his Ducati on its side. Oh, no. Obviously, I couldn't pick it up, so I was panicking and called a neighbor for help, and both of us were able to pick it up. Thankfully, nothing happened to the motorcycle, no scratches or anything, but if my ex knew, he would have had a fit. Yo, she dropped his bike. Oh, man. And honestly, man, and I'm the same way, but, I'm a car guy, so it's like something like that happened to my car to where it's just like, something gets damaged on it or whatever, I would be livid. I'd be like, bitch, you are single. Because you gotta understand, man, us guys, we spend a lot of money and a lot of time on these machines and these toys. And when you got a girl that understands like how important that is, it is a big deal. If I'm being honest with you, it is a big, big deal. So, it is one of those things where it's like, yeah, you gotta watch yourself with that, Damn. This nigga said her chili sucked. Oh my God, bro. This nigga said her chili sucked, bro. Like... Oh, he was like, the relationship was dope, man, but her chili sucked, man. Her chili fucking sucked. All right, dude. That I have never let anyone get that close emotionally before or since. We stayed friends afterwards, which is an L, and I wouldn't have gotten back together if she wanted to, but to me, we had something special for a while. That's an L, man. Being friends with an ex-girlfriend is a fucking L. Like, for what reason? What reason do you need to be friends with your ex? And then she starts dating somebody else, and then you guys can't hang out as much, and she's already fucking some other dude, and then you gotta sit there and watch them be together and all that kind of stuff. She thinks you're okay with that when you're not really okay with that. It's just, it ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it. The juice ain't worth the squeeze on that one, if I'm being honest with you. Let's see. I never received a BJ before she gave me one, but even I could tell she was absolutely trash at it. Oh, God damn. This man say, yo, you is trash at this, girl. God damn, man. He said she was just like, trying to be all sexy and whatnot. She's like, ooh, I'm gonna give you head. Oh, you like that, baby? He's like, oh yeah. ooh, yeah, this is great. And then she started and he was just like,
Bruh.
what is this? He was like, what is this, man? Oh my God, you got no suction. You using too much teeth. Like, goddamn, man, you was trash, girl. Oh, shit. That I didn't appreciate the cum stains on the bedroom walls and the audacity to ask me to paint over them.
Bruh.
What the fuck? Why are they on the walls, bro? What are you doing? How are you getting it on the wall? This man said, like, fuck that bitch, because she asked me to paint over my jizz stains on the wall. Nigga, how are you getting jizz stains on the wall, my guy? What is going on? Nigga, oh my God, bro. I swear, some of you guys just be sending in the weirdest, most outlandish shit I've ever read. I'm like, how? How does this happen? How is this possible? How do you do this? How do you pull off this feat? You know, like, okay. All right, man. That his breath stank. I had to remind him daily to brush his teeth. Come on, man.
Bruh.
Like, this is basic shit, my nigga. Brush your teeth. Jesus Christ. That's like dudes who don't like to take showers. It's like, what are you doing? One time he had sex with me and said, that wasn't very good. Are you getting loose? What the fuck? This nigga said, are you getting loose down there? He fucked my thighs. He didn't make it in. I didn't want to have sex anyways, but I was 16 and didn't know how to say no, but it never lasted more than a minute, so doing it was never inconvenient, and I just said, I'm sorry, I wasn't good for you. What in the hell did I just read? What? So homeboy was just literally like, he wasn't even in you. He was just rubbing his dick against your thighs, and he's just like, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm getting it. Oh, yeah, man, this is great. You know, and then out of nowhere, he's just like, you know, you were pretty loose this time. You know, I like, and then it's an L on her because she should have just told that nigga, no, I don't want to have sex with you. Like, come on, man. What'd you expect? Let's see. We should have broken up after the first fights 6 weeks in instead of 3.5 years later. Your biggest regret. Yo. He said, bitch, you're the biggest regret. I shouldn't have stayed 3.5 years with you. Man, but I mean, I at the same time though, it's like hindsight is 2020 if I'm being honest with you. Because think about it like this. You know, that in those first, 6 weeks, he said? Yeah, 6 weeks. You know, things could be going rough, but then you iron things out, and then you're like, all right, you know, the relationship is good for the most part. And then the relationship, I'm sure, was good for about 3 years until, you know, that 6 months of, I'm sure, fighting and whatever was going on. So, I mean, yeah and no. Like, was it a regret? Not really, because in the time that you guys spent together and, you know, in the 3 years that I'm sure the relationship was halfway decent, pretty good. You know, I'm sure you guys enjoyed some aspects of the relationship here and there. So I don't think it was all bad, you know, like, so I'm going to do 2 more. Or actually, oh man, okay. We're only like 20 minutes into this. I'll go ahead and do maybe like 4. Okay. I knew he cheated for about 2 weeks prior to the breakup. I kept trying to give him chances to come clean on his own. He never did. Damn, son. Yeah, you know, at the same time, he's never going to come clean because you didn't really say anything about it. If you would have said something about it, then yeah, he would have came clean. But see, I think it was a thing where she found out about the cheating. She had already broken up with him in her mind, and she was just kind of waiting around to see like, is he gonna do something about it? No, you're not. All right, then peace and chicken grease. I kind of, that's what I'm thinking it was. All right. That his dad revenge cheated on his mom after she had a relationship with another man while they were separated. She swore me to silence after telling me one night. Okay, not once, but one night, but had to tell someone because her husband wouldn't stop holding the fact that she cheated on him over her head. Oh, okay. She wouldn't stop holding the fact that she cheated over her head for every argument. I mean, dude, it's like you guys were separated. So of course she gonna have a guy lined up ready to go. Like, come on, man. You know, like, what were you thinking? You thought, you was the only nigga around? Like, nah, bro. Like, come on now. If she asking for a break or a separation or whatever, she got a guy in the waiting, ready to go. Like, come on, man. Let's see. Breaking up with me was the only good thing you ever did for me. It destroyed me, but I built back up so much better. Oh, how is my ex best friend's wife? Okay. So her breaking up with him. Oh, no. Okay, because this is a girl. Breaking up with me was, okay, so he broke up with her, and she was like, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And then her ex-best friend was just like, oh, so what you're saying is he's on the market? Ooh. Hey, how you doing? And she was just like, how the fuck you gonna swoop in on my man like that? And now they're married. Crazy. She said, bye, bitch. I got your man now. I'm about this camp. God damn. All right, we're going to do our last one. I hired a divorce lawyer the day after she took the kids from daycare and ran off to her mom's. I was so stressed that I lost 5 pounds in 2 days due to stress from this. I convinced her to come back and just make it work for the kids' sake. But I knew I could never trust her again. I stashed money, gift cards, kids' clothes and supplies at work and my folks' house in case I needed to get the kids and get out fast. That was 3 years before the actual divorce. I regret nothing but hanging on so long. Now happily remarried with full custody. 8 years now. F.U. ex-wife. God damn. Hey, man, not a lot of guys get out of, marriage like he did. He got out that bitch scot-free and was just like, peace and chicken grease. So, good on you, man, because, woo, yeah, man, hey, sometimes it sucks that you got to do stuff like that. You have to have, stashes of this and that, and you know what I mean? Like, that really sucks, but I get it sometimes. And, sometimes you got to have, like, that insurance, and it sucks, but it is what it is. So, yeah, man, hopefully you guys like that thread. That was a juicy thread. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a juicy thread, man. Whoo, my goodness. That felt like a Patreon thread. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a good thread. Yeah, man. Woo. Oh my goodness. All right, let's roll into the announcements here. Patreon.com/Am I the Asshole podcast. If you'd like an episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in as many scenarios as you'd like to the show, Patreon is the place to do it. We give you a lot of content over here on this side, man. You guys get a Tuesday, you get a Thursday, and a Sunday show. You old spoiled ass motherfuckers are like, I'm already getting 3 episodes. Why am I going to pay $3 for another episode? I get it. But hey, man, if you're really enjoying the content and you're really liking what we're doing over here, that is one of the best ways to support the show, and I appreciate it a lot. Again, I give you guys a lot of ways to support the show, free 99, all right? I ain't going to cap to you. So, You know, if Patreon is something that you want to do, it's there for you guys. But if you want to support the show free 99, please keep downloading and rating the podcast on listening platforms. Following us on TikTok as well as Instagram for the shorts, man. I be posting a lot of clips. You guys are killing it with the clips, man. I didn't think we were going to jump up as many followers as we did. Like, I've been posting clips pretty regularly. I've been trying to post them regularly. I ain't gonna cap to you. I'm not that regular with my clips, but I do try to post them very regularly. And you guys are actually liking the clips a lot, man. It is hard for me to post good clips. The reason being is because the scenarios and shit that we go over on this show is kind of crazy. All right, you know, motherfuckers having sex at work and doing crazy this and that, and you know, just stains on the wall and all this kind of stuff. TikTok doesn't really like that, okay? You know, I've been hit with a couple guideline strikes here and there, and they like, hey nigga, you know, relax, bro, relax with these scenarios, because and there's some children's on this app, and I'm like, I get you, I understand there's some children's on the app, but you know, at the same time, we talk about life here, you know, this is just what happens out in the streets, you know, like, man. And then at the same time, I feel like I don't market my podcast to kids, you know what I mean? So it's like, dude, that's another thing. But, you know, TikTok doesn't know that and stuff. So I try to get you guys the juiciest clips possible. But a lot of times I will upload a clip and immediately it'll get caught up and then they'll take the sound off and stuff like that. So then I got to delete it and then I got to find another clip. And it does take a lot of time to do these clips, because now that, you know, the page has gotten bigger and now, you know, there's more people on there and stuff like that. TikTok is kind of taking a bit of notice, and they're like, and I'm like, man, I'm still a small fry compared to, you know, these huge TikTok pages and all this kind of stuff. You know, some other people, they have like 20, 30, 40,000, you know, I'm like, man, my little ass like 2,500, you know, followers. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like, let me keep posting some heinous shit for a little bit. Like when I had under 1,000, I could post the most craziest shit and they wouldn't care, you know. But it's like all of a sudden you got a couple thousand, you know, followers, and they're just like, all right, man. All right, we're gonna have to start putting some regulations on this. I'm like, dude. So, again, it's why I haven't been pretty consistent with the clips, just simply because TikTok don't like you, boy. You know, they don't like you, boy, sometimes. So, it's an uphill battle. But we fighting that uphill battle, and I got you guys. I'm still going to supply the juice, all right? You guys are still going to get the juiciest parts of the episode, and you guys are still going to get the craziest short form content on TikTok. That's the place to get it. As far as Instagram, I mean, you know, Instagram, obviously I can't post like the full, you know, 6 minute to 7 minute sometime clips. So what I might start doing is taking those clips and I don't know if I'm going to post them to YouTube. I don't know. I might find a way to post them somewhere, so that way you guys can get those full clips, you know, if you're not on TikTok for whatever reason. I mean, everybody I assume is on TikTok, so you know, that's where I have literally most of my following, aside from like Spotify, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, like I said, that's just me being transparent with you guys, you know, and that way you guys can kind of understand what's going on behind the scenes. But yeah, like I said, listening platforms, rate the podcast. It helps a lot. Please, please, please. 5 stars is preferable, but hey, you know, if you're going to rate it honest. So rate the podcast. Keep downloading, man. You guys have been going crazy with the downloads. If you are from TikTok, from my TikTok link over to Spotify, and you're now, you know, an audio listener, hi, how you doing? Welcome. And, you know, we'd love to have you over here, man. And if you're really enjoying what we got going on over here, like I said, patreon.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast. For you audio listeners, just click the support the show link, and that takes you right there, man. So without further ado, let's get into our juicy scenarios, man. All right. We got our first one. Am I the asshole for telling my husband to stop watching porn. Okay. My husband and I are in our 40s and have been together for 20 years. We have a great sex life. Stop
the cap.
On average, I would say every other day, but because of work or stress, there may be a few days that we don't do it. And then there is days when we do it multiple times a day, but overall it's pretty often. We have a lot of toys we use together and sex is usually very good. My husband admits he looks at porn constantly. Basically, if he leaves the house, then he will be watching porn. He's even admitted to watching it in the home office on the iPad while he's working. We both telework, but he has more in-office days than I do. I don't care about his porn watching as long as it doesn't negatively affect our sex life. I frequently initiate sex and almost never say no if he wants it. Our sex life is very good.
Stop the cap.
The other day he was at work and I got in the mood and used one of the vibrating toys. I mentioned it to him later that night and he lost it. He compared me using the sex toys as if I was cheating. I don't masturbate often, but don't ever think using a toy by myself. I don't think I've ever used a toy by myself before. I didn't know he was feeling this way about it. I know he masturbates to porn often and I don't care. He said I can take care of myself and just use a toy because that's cheating. So I said, fine. If I can't use the toys, you need to stop watching porn without me, because he's obviously fantasizing about other women. I don't actually have a problem with it, but I just have a problem with him placing restrictions on me. Am I the asshole for this being my response? No. I think he's the asshole, because it's like, how is her playing with a toy upsetting you? You know what I mean? Like think about it like this. You guys have a great sexual, sex life, which...
Stop the cap.
If I'm being honest with you. And I only say, stop the cap because it's like, if your sex life was that good, I mean, I don't think you guys would need the introduction of toys and stuff like that. And you guys really wouldn't be having the problems that you're having, but you guys are. So it's like, is it really all that good? I don't know. But the thing is the fact that he's upset that you're using toys, I think that's just weird. I think he's the asshole for that, because it's like, dude, and I get the comparison, because a lot of times girls will try to compare, apples to oranges. But with this time, it's actually she's comparing apples to apples, because it's like, okay, well, when you watch porn, you masturbate. When I'm using a toy, I masturbate. It's the same damn thing, And so, I mean, regardless of the fantasizing about other women, regardless of all that kind of stuff, for guys, we kind of need that visual stimuli. We kind of need that, look. So it's not necessarily fantasizing about other women. It is, but it isn't. Just because, obviously, men like variety, but we're not going to go cheat on our girl. Most guys won't, you know what I mean? Some guys will, but I would argue most guys won't. Just because most guys don't want that problem in their relationship, so they look at it like, fuck it, I'm gonna supplement my urge of wanting variety out of women with porn, I think I would say majority of guys go that route versus cheating, if I'm being honest with you. Are there guys that go the cheating route? Yeah, they do. And even the guys that do supplement it with the porn, if the opportunity arose, would they take the opportunity? 100%. But 9 times out of 10, they're not going to go out and seek that opportunity. They're just going to go with the porn, and they're, and that's that. So like I said, the fact that he is acting like, oh, it's different, I think is retarded. Like, what are you doing, man? If she uses a toy and gets off whatever, and you use, your iPad and you get off, and that's fine. What's the problem? You know what I mean? I don't see the problem in this, because you guys are doing the same thing. It's just you're using an iPad and you're using a toy. You know, so how the fuck is she the asshole in this situation? How the hell is she in the wrong in this situation? How could you get mad at her? You know what I mean? And if anything, you know, while you're thinking about other chicks, she's probably thinking about you. You know, like, let's keep it on OP here. But hey, I don't know. Like I said, in the question of, are you the asshole for that being your response? No, not at all. Because you're comparing apples to apples. You guys are doing the same thing. You know, it's just you're using a toy. He's using an iPad. All right, on to our next. My husband cheated and got her pregnant. I allowed him to be there for the termination. Yo. She said, yo, you getting that baby fucking deleted. And I'll let you be there for that deletion. Damn. All right. My husband cheated on me emotionally for 4 years before pursuing a 1-year physical affair. He was very close to leaving for her but stayed for children. We are both staying for kids, but we are also looking to rebuild our marriage. About 8 weeks after he decided to stay and work on reconciliation, he learned his AP was 9 weeks pregnant. Wow. And had decided to terminate. I agreed to let him be there for the termination. He spent 3 days with her. He was desperate to have someone else be there with him, as he explained to me that his feelings for his AP are really strong and he did not trust himself. It hurts to hear this, but I encouraged radical honesty. Dang, bro, he was just like, no, I need someone else to be there with me because I love this girl so much that I don't think I would let her go through the abortion. Like, bro, you have a whole ass fucking wife at home. That's crazy. You have a whole wife at home. And you over here talking about, I love this girl so much that if I was there and nobody was there to kind of like hold me back, I would tell them to not terminate the baby. That's crazy. After he returned from the termination, he explained to me that nothing physical happened between them and he showed affection towards her. Bruh.
Stop the cap.
Come on, man. He said, oh, nothing physical happened. Fuck out of here, nigga. And showed affection towards her, holding hands, forehead kisses, cuddles, and said he slept on the floor next to her and held her hand through the night, but nothing more. He explained he wanted to be supportive toward her. It still has been 4 months since this happened and still talks candidly in marriage counseling that he still has feelings for her. Bro, that's what I mean, though. He's like, oh, nothing happened. Oh, I was just coddling her.
Stop the cap.
Come on, bro. You was out here fucking this girl and you know you were, and you know you were doing all that shit. Like, oh my God, man. That has to be the craziest thing. Like, what are you doing, dude? Seriously, what are you doing? Oh. Yeah. And then, you know, he's up here in therapy talking about, I still have feelings for her and stuff. I don't know why y'all haven't gotten a divorce yet. You know, like, why are you still in this relationship? Why are you still with this guy? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing, bro? You're still in this relationship for what? At this point, you guys went to therapy for what? Nigga got a whole nother bitch pregnant. And he's been talking to this girl and fucking her for he's been fucking her for a year, but he's been talking to her for, I think she said, for 4 years. So it's like, he's practically been in a relationship with this girl for 4 years. They had a baby. And then because, you found out, then it pushed them to kind of terminate the baby, but you didn't really want to terminate the baby. And that's why you sat there and was just like, no, I need somebody here with me, because if nobody's here with me, then I don't think I'm gonna be able to go through with the termination, you know. And then you're over here talking about, nothing physical happened.
Stop the cap.
Like, come on, bro. You know something physical happened with that bullshit, but hey, it is what it is. And then you're going to therapy with your wife talking about you still have feelings for her? Like,
Bruh.
come on, man. You guys are still in this relationship for what? For what? Oh my God, man. It's like getting to the center of a Tootsie Pop. The world may never know. God damn, bro. All right. We're going to get in. We'll probably do 2 more scenarios. I think my boyfriend is gay. Okay. All right, I have been dating my boyfriend for quite a few years. From the beginning, he has been quite effeminate. He likes to wear skirts from time to time.
Bruh.
What the fuck? Okay. He does not follow male stereotype. He really likes things that in society are classified as for girls, and this never bothered me.
Stop the cap.
I don't know about that, you know. But lately he has been taking this further. All of his celebrity crushes are men. Okay. Every time we watch a series, he is attracted to the men characters. He is simping over male singers, and he doesn't pay any attention to women, and it's really weird and confusing. Then why the fuck is he dating you? Or is it a thing where you think you're in a relationship with this nigga? Because that's what I'm thinking it is. I'm thinking you think you're in a relationship with this guy and you're not actually in a relationship with this guy, is what I'm getting from this situation. I don't know. We'll see. When I ask him about it, he just denies it and it proves absolutely nothing. He recently told me that if he could choose, he would be a woman. This situation is making me too uncomfortable and I don't know what to do. I am very sad because I really feel that it is crossing some limits and it even seems disgusting to me. I try to set limits, but he always says it as a joke and repeats it the next day, and I don't know what to do. I really do love him.
Stop the cap.
He is a wonderful guy, but I can't stand this. The idea of my boyfriend approaching to another man seems repulsive to me, and I don't want to get carried away by prejudices, but my boyfriend doesn't help it. What would you do in this situation? I would get the absolute fuck out of there, bro. What are you doing? Girl,
Stop it. Get some help.
please, because he is showing obvious signs. I mean, you even asked him, hey, would you want to be a dude or a girl? And he's like, I want to be a girl. Like, bro, homeboy is gay. He probably hasn't come to terms with it. And he probably, he's maybe not out of the closet. He may not like fully accept it because, maybe people are telling him like, being gay is not okay or something. Like, there's something going on where he is either not out of the closet, he's not accepting of it, whatever. He still feels like being with a woman is socially acceptable, but in reality, homeboy is gay and he wants that penis. I'm just saying, homeboy wants the penis, and I'm surprised he hasn't asked for like a threesome to bring another dude in and all that kind of stuff, because then, then you'd really know. If I'm being honest with you, then you'd really know. But I mean, like I said, you asked for what I would do in the situation. I'd say, boom, be gone. I'd make like Goku an instant transmission on that bitch. Like, bro, I'd leave. What are you doing? I get you love this nigga and all that kind of stuff, but nah, bro. Nah, man, it ain't worth it. That shit ain't worth it. All right, if I'm being honest with you, that shit is not worth it. Okay, let's go ahead and get into our last scenario of today's show. Am I wrong for getting jealous at my girlfriend being friendly with someone she slept with? No, you are not in the wrong. That is a huge... What the fuck? Let's see. Okay, so I have a friend. Yes, I have a friend. I have known him since I was around 12. We grew up together. We used to work together at a bar when we first turned 18, and we were like best friends back then. In 2022, we started working at a different bar again together on a holiday resort and reconnected. He is very good looking. And the whole time I knew him, he has been a player. Now, I'm not ugly, but I'm a little awkward and nowhere near as good with women as him. And honestly, I don't have the mentality for it. He has slept with easily over 50 people compared to my body count of 8. He has also slept with a few girls from work, like at least 7 I can think of, maybe more. One of the girls from work he had slept with is my girlfriend now. Now I did know they had slept with each other. I was there the night it happened. It was after a work Christmas party in 2022. She had just broken up with her boyfriend and she was having an after party from the Christmas party. While there, my friend made out with both my girlfriend and her roommate. God damn, nigga. And you wanted to date this little whore?
Bruh.
God damn, man. While there, my friend made out with both my girlfriend and her roommate, but eventually chose my girlfriend. I can still remember them cuddled up on the sofa. He told me the next day he had slept with her. It stings a little to know that she didn't really notice me at her party, but I can't exactly blame her. I'm a bit quiet around people I don't know, and I had drunk a little too much, so I was feeling sick, and I left early anyway. However, the second time they slept together stings way more. At this time, I had already been getting to know and flirting with my girlfriend, though nothing had been defined and neither of us had confessed feelings. The second time was October last year. I was out in a bar with my friends and my girlfriend and her friend. The other friend turns up with 3 of his other friends. One of my girlfriend's friends says she thinks he's hot and she asks my girlfriend to be her wing woman. Unfortunately, it doesn't go down that way and my girlfriend ends up flirting with him. I don't know the full story. My girlfriend claims he was just more interested in her. Her friend claims my girlfriend was dropping hints at him.
She belongs to the streets.
My girlfriend ends up with him most of the night, buying drinks with him and even sitting on his lap while they're sat with us.
She belongs to the streets.
Nigga, why are you tolerating this? First off, I wouldn't have got with her just at the fact that she fucked my homeboy. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way. Because I would be like, you're obviously dating me to get to him. You know? And then if that's not what you're doing, you know, you're just dating me just so that way, you know, you're not fucking lonely. And then you're just dating me until you find, you know, next man. But it's like, what? What? Come on, bro. Like, you don't see this? You don't see that you're the placeholder boyfriend? Like, come on, man. He over here talking about, oh, no, she cares about me. She cares about me.
You sure about that?
I don't, like, come on, bro. Ay, ay, ay. My girlfriend ends up with him most of the night, buying drinks with him and even sitting on his lap while they're sat with us. I end up leaving because I'm getting a little jealous and it's ruining my night. Though I don't make this known, I like to say I hadn't confessed my feelings yet. They go home together and again sleep with each other. The next day, my friend tells me that my girlfriend has feelings for me and she confided it to him after sleeping with him. Nigga.
Stop the cap.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. How in the hell do you have feelings for a guy after you just fucked another dude? Why didn't you fuck the guy that you liked that night? Oh, I know why. Because you're not into him. And he's just a fucking placeholder boyfriend, bro. Like, oh my God, bro. That's ridiculous. All right, man. Which is bizarre. He told me she's a nice girl and I should go for it. Man, you setting up your homeboy for...
Stop the cap.
You setting him up for failure. Over here talking about, oh man, she's a great chick, bro. You should go date her. Like, nigga, I'd have been like, nah, bro. I'd have been like, look, man, get you some coochie out that bitch and then kick her ass to the curb, bro, because she ain't worth it. You know, that bitch.
She belongs to the streets.
Nah, bro. Like, And as his homeboy, you should have told him that. Like, bro, she is casually fucking up and down the street, man, and she's just dating you. I don't know why the fuck she dating you, but you a placeholder ass boyfriend, my nigga. Like, if she really liked you like that, she would have fucked you that night. But did she? No, she fucked your friend. Like, nigga, like, oh my God. He told me she's a nice girl and I should go for it. I tell him I don't want to be with a girl he's been with, and he jokingly says, good luck with getting a girlfriend in this area then. And to be honest, he's not wrong. Most of the girls I know have at least kissed him or something at that point. I bury my insecurities and just go for it. 2 weeks later, we're together. Now, the issue. My girlfriend is still very friendly with my friend. She refers to him as our Cupid because she apparently credits him with me and her getting together. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that she is so friendly towards someone she used to sleep with and can easily go back to sleeping with. Like my nigga. The other week, we were at another work Christmas party. This time, my friend was flirting with my girlfriend's new roommate. My girlfriend was legit distracted by them most of the time, like she was watching them and kept looking over. The two of them started making out, and my girlfriend says, we should save her. I asked what she means, and my girlfriend says she's too drunk. I didn't seem that drunk, but my girlfriend went over anyways. Her roommate was fine and told my girlfriend she should just get to know him. Later on that night, I found my girlfriend sat alone with my friend and they were both smoking a cigarette. I went over and my friend told me to come sit, and I did, but I didn't like that she was alone with him. Since then, my friend has quit work and gone to work for a different holiday resort, and he is moving. And my girlfriend texted him saying goodbye and wishing him good luck at his new job. And he said thanks and told her to tell me he says he'll miss me. She does. Then 2 days ago, my friend changed his profile pic and my girlfriend liked it. I don't like any of this. Would I be wrong for saying anything? No, you wouldn't be fucking wrong, bro. No. And you're not insecure for thinking the things that you are thinking. It's like, bro, you want the relationship to succeed and you want the relationship to actually, be something. It's like, you gotta lay down the law and lay down some fucking boundaries on her and be like, look, man, this is the shit that I don't like and I don't want you to do this. If you don't want to do these things that I don't like, that's fine, but you're single. You know what I mean? But you're single. But I get it. You're not going to do that because, you're a pussy boy and you're just fucking lucky to have this girl that you honestly got by the skin of your teeth. I ain't going to lie to you, because I feel she's only with you because she's tired of getting fucked and tossed around by Chads all day, so she was just like, maybe I should get with a lesser of a guy because he'll actually stick around and deal with my bullshit. That's exactly what this girl is doing. She's taking advantage of you in every sense of the word. It's like, my guy, are you not hearing this? Are you not seeing this? Of course you're not, because you're not fucking good with women and you sit there and believe the shit that they say and you're just like, oh my God, the woman is like, it's all the truth. Like, bro, no. Like, this chick is easily wants the security of a relationship, but she wants to go out and be a bit of a hoe, on her own when it suits her. Like, this girl, I wouldn't have taken her serious after that night. And I would have laughed in her fucking face talking about, wait, so you fucked my buddy and then after you got smashed up 6 ways from sideways and he blew your back out, you're over here talking about, oh, I really like your friend. I wish I could date him. How does that make sense? You let my homeboy smack you up with his penis multiple times, and then you're over here talking about you like me? Nah, bro. Nah. She is tired of getting thrown around by Chads. And then she's like, you know what? Maybe I should date a lesser guy because a lesser guy is going to put up with my bullshit and actually take me serious. Like, dude, you are the hugest L, man. Like you're a big L. You're a fucking big L, man. All right. I got time for one more. Am I the asshole for belittling my husband and wanting a divorce? God damn. All right. I, female, and husband, 28 male, decided to plan a vacation. So 26 female and husband, 28 male. Plan a vacation. We ended up going to an all-exclusive, and it was my first time. I understand an inclusive are all you can drink, but I've never been much of a drinker and like to indulge, but not get blacked out drunk. My husband, on the other hand, loves to go all out and will, if he is drinking, he gets, drinking, it's to get blacked out. Or what's the point? He would say, most of the time I get upset and annoyed and for the most part, the argument isn't worth it for me. Oh my God. For the most part, the argument isn't worth it for him. So he's trying to control himself. But the second to last day of the resort, I told him, go have fun. I'll go back to the room and go to bed while he has fun. We agreed to set a time, which was 1:30 a.m. and he left. Most of the night he was messaging me, but around 1 a.m. I passed out and stopped replying. I wake up at 3:30 a.m. to surprise no husband. I debated whether or not to be the crazy wife and go get him, and after 10 minutes I figured it's better safe than sorry, so I head down to the only 24/7 sports bar open. To my surprise, again, I see no husband. At this point, I'm getting a little worried. There's no location on his phone or Apple Watch since 1:23 a.m. and I can't find him anywhere. I head over to the pitch black ocean. I see no one. I head over to the front desk and ask the concierge. Says a couple of people headed out to another hotel close by. I heard them say something was there but left. I spent an hour and a half looking for this guy, thinking the absolute worst. Is he dead? Did he get robbed? Did he get too drunk and went swimming in the ocean, or did he pass out somewhere? Just everything. I go back to my room and 5:36 a.m. I get a message, I'm coming up. I lost my shit on this guy. Where were you? A man keeps his word when he says 1:30 a.m. You're pathetic. It's over. And so on and so on. As I'm asking him where he's been, he lies to me and says he's been at the sports bar with a buddy he met. I call him out and I knew he was lying, and he changes his story to he met some Mexicans that wanted to smoke a joint and asked him if he wanted to join them. He says they were at a beach. I didn't look throughout the entire beach when I went to look, but I was just yelling his name. So do I believe him? No. My husband's cheated on me before, so well, it was years ago, and I'd like to say he's changed, but we're not at that dark place anymore. And I can't help but think that there's something else to the story. Anyway, am I the asshole, or am I just overthinking it? Or should I call it quits and find a true man? Oh, goodness. A true man, she says. Jesus Christ.
Stop the cap.
All right. My thing is, you should know who you're with. You know what I mean? And the fact that, dude has cheated on you before. he gets blacked out drunk and all this kind of stuff, and he does this kind of stuff, you should know that this is who he is and how he operates. And you know what I mean? Like, you should know these things. And so, do you really think that, where you guys are, I want to say, I don't know. You guys just said that you just planned a vacation, so I don't really know where you guys went. But I mean, he's on vacation. He's trying to have a good time. And for him, having a good time is going out to a bar and going out to here and doing that and doing that. And it's understandable. You were like, okay, hey, just be back by 1:30 a.m. and that's no problem. And that's understandable, 100%. But at the same time, it's like, are you really going to go to cheat, him cheating when you kind of have no evidence on it? Are you really going to say that, he's not a real man just because he didn't come home when he said he was going to? I mean, for him, I can guarantee you that was probably just like an estimate time. Now, should he have stayed out the whole fucking night? No. You know what I mean? I think like literally 1, 2 o'clock, he should have been home. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, that goes back to the whole, you should know who you're with. You know what I mean? If you know him to be this kind of guy, if you know him to be this kind of person, then it's like, does it really surprise you? Like, does it really surprise you that he's doing that? Does it really surprise you that he's actually, out here doing what he's doing? Or, like I said, if there was proof that he was cheating, 100%, you could check his phone, you could do this, you could do that, whatever. But I don't know. It just seemed like he was just out. He was having a good time, lost track of time. And that's what it was. So I don't really think that you should be belittling him and wanting a divorce over this, because it's like, like, do you really want to find another dude? You know what I mean? Do you really want to get out of a good relationship? It's like, the relationship has to be going somewhat good for you guys to be out on vacation and doing all that. But I don't know, that's your decision, if I'm being honest with you. Now, are you the asshole for acting the way you kind of did? I don't want to say yes and no. I do not want to play on the fence. I'm going to say no, just because you know he's cheated on you once before, so your suspicions are pretty valid. 2, he was kind of out the whole night, and he said that he was gonna be he was gonna be home at 1:30. 3, he should have had his location on at least, just so that way, if it is past 1:30 a.m., you can at least check his location and just know where he's at, and you could go see him, and you could go to where he's at and be like, hey, you said you were going to be home at 1:30, is everything all right? Is it all good? Whatever the case may be. And if he wants to stay out a little longer and he's just at a sports bar talking to a couple guys or whatever, you could just be like, all right, well, hey, just get home, get back safe. I'm going to go to bed. And it is what it is. Like, he should have had his location on, because yeah, you could have walked up in there, thinking that he's with some blonde bimbo or whatever, and you see him with like 4 guys and he's just chit chatting and having some drinks or whatever. Yeah, you could walk up to him and just be like, hey, make sure you make it home safe, blah, blah, blah. And, don't have too much to drink, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, there could have been some compromises to this, but I understand he didn't have his location on. He didn't come back, when he was supposed to. And I get it. That's why I say no, you're not the asshole in this one, because that he's cheated before in the past. He said he was going to be home at 1:30. He wasn't home at 1:30. He didn't have his location on. So, but I don't think you guys should get divorced over it, unless there was definitive proof that he actually, cheated and he was doing what you think he was doing. Unless there was proof about that, or even just, a little bit of proof that could like lead to that, then, I understand. But I don't think you guys should get divorced over just your assumption, But that's going to go ahead and do it for me on this episode today. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. I appreciate all of the supports you guys have been, supporting. I love seeing you guys download, man. Some of you guys got them automatic downloads on. I don't know who you are, but you guys know who you are. You guys are the GOATs. All right, man. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. That means a lot to me when I put up an episode and I see those people who have automatic downloads on. It's crazy. I think there's like 10 or 15 of you guys that have automatic downloads on, to where whenever I upload something, I automatically see 15 downloads on there. And it's just because you guys are all about it. You support what we got going on over here, and I appreciate that so much. And like I said, patreon.com/Am I the Asshole podcast, where you get an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenarios to the show like these people did here. I have a shit ton of scenarios, man. I'm backlogged like crazy. So, if you did send in a scenario and you haven't seen it on the show yet, don't worry. I will get to it. I promise. I just didn't think that sending in scenarios and being on Patreon and stuff like that, I didn't think it was going to get as crazy and hectic as it is, but it is. People are sending in scenarios and all this kind of stuff. So thank you guys for sending in the scenarios. Please, keep sending them in. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just keep sending them in. I'm not complaining about it. Just keep sending them in. I definitely love hearing you guys' stories, and I love sharing them on the pod. So thank you guys so much for all the support, and that's gonna go ahead and do it for me. Peace and chicken grease.